Hello, it is Jerry, aka the coolest imposter of all time, and we're here today to talk about the natural causes tier list. And now, for those of you who do not know what natural causes is, it's our Discord server that we play Among Us in. If you don't know what it is, then you're probably not going to appreciate this video much, so too bad. Alright, let's start off with Karina. Now, Karina's got some Among Us experience. She's okay. As an imposter, because of her newness to the game, she's just like a little bit fresh, but she's not. She knows the gist of what she has to do, but she's not particularly experienced, and her inexperience almost helps her a little bit because she can get away with saying she doesn't know where she is, and can't list tasks, etc. So she can get away with bullshitting her way through things a bit easier. So I think I'm gonna give Karina a solid C. I don't think I've ever seen her get a win before. She might have, but she's just learning. Yeah, she's always gotten close to the end game before though, pretty sure. So she's done okay. All right, next is Connor. Now Connor and I have a special connection when it comes to him being the imposter, because it seems every single time he becomes the imposter, I just have this little nib in the back of my brain. I don't even always vocalize it. I just have this hunch that it's him out of nowhere, and I'm somehow always right. And then often when I have a sesh where I'll just like start to follow people and team with someone, I'm not even kidding, every single time I go with Connor, without fail, he is the imposter and he kills me almost right away. It's really a sensual experience. We have a beautiful connection. So Connor's pretty solid. He plays well. I'm gonna give him an A, I reckon. You know what? No, Connor's good. Gotta give him an S. Connor's good. Alright, next up we have Declan Elmore. Now, this boy hasn't played a whole lot, and he's okay. I haven't seen him do anything too insane, so as an imposter I'm going to give him a C. Okay, next up we have Ethan, aka Punt. Ethan's okay. He can throw away some games a bit, and when he gets in situations where it's like a 1v3 and he's the only imposter, he doesn't know what to do and he gets quite stuck and he sort of throws it away. So I think I'm gonna but he does do stuff, so I'm gonna give him a B. Yeah, B. And then Isaiah, he disconnects all the time. He already plays a little bit, and when he has been imposter, he's done alright, but I can't really remember it much, so I'm just gonna put him at a trusty C. Now James plays a lot, but he rarely gets imposter. It's quite sad, actually. I feel for him, but he's quite an aggressive imposter. But I mean, that's good. He can because he's so quiet, he can get away with a lot of things. So I'm gonna give James, when he is imposter, an A, because I've never seen him particularly throw away a game. So he's alright. Oh, Nibber Woods. Joshua Woods, my dude. This man can be so loud, and it is so controlling. One thing about Josh is that he'll put himself in awkward situations, but because he's so dominant with his voice, he can just talk his way out of almost anything. Like, this man can literally kill someone right in front of me and then convince me it was a suicide. It's quite brutal, quite frustrating too. So I'm going to give Josh a solid S, in front of Connor. Alright, next we have Clocky. No, I'm kidding. Clocky is Actually, no, I think that's an appropriate place. He often throws things away, and he doesn't know how to talk to defend himself, and so he often just gives up and throws in the flag, and it just doesn't work out well for him. So whenever I get imposter with Kai, I'm just like, okay, let's see how this goes. Alright, next we have Kyle. Kyle is newer to the game, but he's made so much progress in that time. He's done some pretty decent plays. I was completely shocked when he was imposter a couple times. And I think he has a lot of potential. For that reason, I'm putting him in B tier. Me? I think I'm okay. I'm not brilliant. I've done some big plays, done some small brain plays. I can be quite impulsive and throw away some games. I'm often a bit too loud and get voted out for that and that sort of thing. So I'm just gonna put myself here in B. I'm not particularly great. Maximus. Max. He hasn't played a whole lot of Among Us with us, but he's had some participation. But he's done okay. So I'm just gonna chuck him in C. Michael is quite similar, but he really loves to throw away a game just for fun. I mean, like, there's nothing wrong with that. As a crewmate, he's okay. He doesn't throw anything away. We're gonna put him in D tier. I can chuck him in C. I reckon he's a C player. He's a pretty decent crewmate and all that. So Riley is okay. We'll talk about this. Mitch is, how can I put this? You'd think he'd never played the game before, even though he's been playing for many of the sessions. He's blind as a crewmate. He can never back someone up when he clearly, like, he can never hold a strong story as an imposter. And he often does ridiculous kills, throws things away, doesn't go for kills often as well. He just doesn't kill anybody. And for that reason, it gets to the end. Because no one can suss him. But even as the crewmate, he throws things away and makes himself look like the imposter. So, yeah, he's every imposter's worst nightmare to have as a partner. So I'm solid F tier here. Riley, Clocky's twin brother, is also twinning in the tier list. Oh no, we can chuck him in D. Riley's done some good plays. He's done some small, like, things like, oh yeah, that was solid, like, that's a good kill. But also other times, he's just done some really dumb things. Like, it was a clean double kill setup, and instead he reports the first body. And it's just, yeah, a bit strange. Not good. But he's done some good plays, but he's also thrown some games, a few games actually. So I'm chucking him here in D. Alright, next up is Sam Skodes. This guy's, he knows how to use doors pretty well. In that Among Us video, he was the one that set up a door that framed Karina by Josh Woods and James here. Who came onto the body and thought it was her. Luckily, we still figured out it was James, but yeah, he set that up. But he's also thrown some games, like that game he got killed in the first round. So I'm gonna put him in C. He's done some smart things and some pretty dumb things. So yeah, I feel like C's okay. Gilweedy, Sean Gilpin. You, my dude, are newer to the scene, and you've played okay. We've done some okay duos, but like his defense is going to die soon. He laughs a lot, and it really discredits his arguments and that sort of thing, and it chucks himself under the bus. So he's kind of throwing in that element. So I think he has potential, but he's still learning. So I'm gonna put him in B. He's pretty okay. Sean. That's a tough one. Sure doesn't get imposter a whole lot, but when he has, he's done some pretty decent things. He's also thrown some a bit, but he's a B. He's a B. Now, Sydney. This man is like, you know those two little magnets that come together, right? The things. I'll put a picture on screen. If one of those magnets was being the imposter, and he was the other magnet, then that would be an accurate analogy. He's always so often imposter. It's incredible sometimes. He just throws games. He like straight up says he's imposter because he's just sick of them. He gets like imposter 5 times in a row in a lobby of 7 with one imposter. It's incredible. And he's actually pretty okay. He hard throws some games. He really does throw some games. But at other times he shines a bit. So he's very up and down. But at the end of the day, because he's had so much practice, I'm going to put him in B. Tommy, he's strong, but he's not brilliant. I don't think he's made some pretty good plays that I just did not suspect at all. I haven't seen him imposter a whole ton, but I think he's pretty alongside. Yeah, he's happy with sitting alongside James. So there you go. There's your natural causes tier list. This has probably been pretty dull, but there you go. You wanted it, you got it. Alright, this is Geriatry out.